Hello. Thank you so much. Hello and welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Now, last time out, it was a very cheap show for the producers. Let's just hope tonight's isn't. We have 6 brand new contestants sitting on the studio floor, so let's meet them. They are CDL_2342, Fine Gamer UK, Bowling_Ninja, iMixie, Mihi_0009, and Lee Lisa 1983. Okay, it's time for a brain accelerating test as we play fastest thing first. No distraction in the audience, please. Here comes the question. Put these dart scores in order from lowest to highest. Tops, single 20, treble 19, out of ball. Okay, let's see the correct order. Single 20, as out of ball, and there's tops, and then of course it was treble 19, so BDAC. Now let's see who got it right fastest time. Always close, but Fan Gamer UK, 9.8 seconds!
Hello, Jaden!
Hello, Morgan, are you ready to play?
Oh, it's a Pope Catholic?
Let's go for it, let's do it. You are Fan Gamer, also known as Morgan, and you host Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in Armand Productions. Would you like to tell us a bit more about that and more about yourself before you start?
Well, so with Armand Productions, we do quiz shows from different versions compared to the other versions in the community. For example, we've done the Dutch versions of Deal or No Deal and 1 vs 100 respectively. Millionaire Hot Seat, we've gone to Australia. Millionaire, we've gone to Poland, and we've done a few shows from Germany. So we sort of pick and choose formats that are not well known or gone out of the box, essentially. As for what I do, I like to travel. I've been to Germany 2 years ago, and last year I've been to Luxembourg, and I'm sort of just thinking where to go next year if things settle down, really.
Have you got anywhere in mind?
I'd like to go to the Balkans, maybe visit Slovenia or Croatia. They look absolutely beautiful.
They do indeed. First, we've got to get you there. And in order to get there, you have to answer questions. So let's just run through the money tree first to get started. Okay, there are 15 questions away from winning £1 million. You have 3 lifelines to help you, just in case if you get stuck. You can 50-50. Phone friend. Ask the audience. Now, as soon as you get to question 10, your second safety net, you unlock a mystery lifeline, which is decided by Mattia in the director booth. Are you ready to play?
Let's do this.
Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Nice and easy, £100, here we go.
Here we go.
Which countertop kitchen appliance has become a massive trend in the UK for its ability to quickly cook food using circulating heat? Water boiler, air fryer, earth oven, windmill.
Okay, we used to have one of those at home, and it's an air fryer. Final answer.
And the right answer, £100. Question number 2 for £200. If a barista hands you an espresso, what are you about to drink? Soup, motor oil, coffee, liquid nitrogen.
Funny enough, I went to an Italian restaurant in Luxembourg, and they offered me an option, either limoncello or espresso, and I prefer limoncello. but for espresso, it's a coffee. Final answer.
The right answer, £200. I could do one actually. But Phil, grab question number 4 for £300. What Italian phrase is universally used to describe cooked pasta that is still firm to the bite? Al fresco, al dente, a cappella, a cappella alibi.
Okay. I think it's al dente.
Why?
I think that is how the pasta is cooked to the point where it is al dente. Al fresco. I think that's a type of style of dining. Yeah. By process of elimination, it's al dente. Final answer.
The right answer, £300. Indeed. Question number 4 for £500. What famous global retailer is famous for its flat pack furniture, in-store meatballs, and a plush shark named Blehaj, IKEA, Walmart, Argos, or is it Uniqlo?
Okay, so Walmart is a chain of supermarkets. Argos is what we have in the UK, and it's mostly for general health stuff. Uniqlo is a brand of Japanese fashion clothings, which, as much as they're expensive, they are quite nice actually. So it will be IKEA. Final answer.
The right answer, £500. Right, this is the last time you can go with absolutely nothing. Question number 5 is for £1,000 to get all lifelines. Which of these celestial bodies orbits the Earth rather than orbiting the Sun? Venus, Mars, Mercury, the Moon.
Okay, so it is the Moon. Final answer.
Hang on, £1,000! Made it for your first 8 in it.
So when you sit down here, it feels a lot different. It feels nerve-wracking.
It does, doesn't it, with all of the dramatic lighting and the music. Question number 6 is for £2,000. Which of these animals is the only mammal capable of sustained true flight? Bat, sugar glider, lemur, squirrel.
Okay, I think it's a bat, I'm sure. Animals is my weak point, which I do not like.
Mm.
I know it seems early, but I'll give 50-50 a try. Let's go 50-50.
Okay, computer, key take away 2 randomly selected ones. Okay.
In that case then, bat, final answer.
You got £2,000. Good on you, well done. I got a bit nervous for you there because at the lifeline I was like, I don't know.
I mean, to be honest, the glider sort of put me off from thinking, would it be considered a form of flight to some cases, but... Right.
Right, question number 7 is for £4,000. You have 2 lifelines.
Okay.
Phone a friend and ask about it. Which human organ is capable of naturally regenerating its own lost tissue? Heart, kidney, liver, lung.
Okay, I do recall it could be I think it could be the liver. Pretty sure it is liver. Just try and remember. Surely that is liver. I had to make sure. Because it's been a while since I touched that. Heart, I don't think so. I think it's just going to be bruised. Kidney. Once it's damaged, it's damage. Lung. I think once it's damaged, it's damage. I want to play strategically and keep my lifelines intact. Let's go with liver. Final answer.
The right answer, £4,000. Yeah, if I remember rightly, liver is one of the only human organs in the body which actually regenerates on its own. The more you know. Question number 8 is for £8,000. Which of the following continents is entirely located in the Northern Hemisphere? Europe, Asia, Africa, South America.
Okay, so with Asia, I think you've got countries like Cambodia, Thailand, Malaysia, and Singapore. So Southeast Asian countries, which goes below the equator. South America, most of the countries are based in the Southern Hemisphere. Africa, you get some above the equator, like the North America, the Maghreb region. So for that, I'm going to say Europe. Final answer. Process elimination.
It's the right time to get £8,000. Lovely stuff.
A bit of geography, Buzz.
Question number 9 is for £16,000 and 2 lifelines. Phone friend and last words. The design of the euro currency symbol is based on which Greek letter? Sigma, Epsilon, Delta, Omega.
Okay, so Delta is like a triangle. Omega is it's like a cut circle with 2 lines sort of at the base of the circle. Epsilon, it's like an E. It's like an E shape. As for Sigma, I'm not entirely sure though. But because the euro is more similar to an E, it will also be similar to the Greek equivalent, which is the epsilon. So let's go for epsilon. Final answer.
You got £16,000.
Hoppa! Hoppa!
Hoppa!
I could do this to target if I wanted to. And smash plates.
Question number 10 is for your second segment of £32,000. If you get there, you're going to do lifeline as well. Here we go. Which European microstate is completely enclaved within the city boundaries of Rome?
Okay.
Monaco, San Marino, Andorra, Vatican City.
So Monaco is not. I don't think it's entirely enclaved. It's at the south of France. Andorra is in the Pyrenees, between Spain and France. San Marino, I think it's a mountainous country. in Italy. So that leaves the Vatican, and Rome is considered one of the holy cities, and I think surrounding that is the Vaticana. So D, Fire Lancer, Vatican City.
You just won £32,000! Hey! Here we go. The exciting stuff. Now, because you've won £32,000, you have a mystery lifeline which Mattia will now present. Which lifeline is it? Oh!
Oh no!
Good luck. I don't know anything, so let's see what comes up.
If it's skateboarding, I'll ask you.
Okay. Question number 11. This was £64,000. The word alphabet originates from the first two letters of which ancient language? Latin, Aramaic, Phoenician, Greek.
So, I think it's Greek because the first two letters is Alpha, Vita. So it'd be alphabet. Latin, I don't think they'll have the letters like that. Aramaic and Phoenician, not like that. So yeah, just by going the two letters of the ancient and modern language that I know, which is Alpha and Vita, it would be D, Greek, Fire Lancer.
You got £64,000. Exciting stuff.
Honestly, I'm lost for words here.
Question number 12 is for £125,000. You have three lifelines. Here we go. Which renowned artist was arrested under suspicion of stealing the Mona Lisa in 1911? Pablo Picasso, Henri Matisse, Salvador Dali, Claude Monet. I probably botched up the pronunciation.
So now's the case I'm trying to think where the Mona Lisa is, because I know it's at the Louvre in Paris, but the question is trying to figure out where Mona Lisa was in 1911. I mean, that's a question I do not have an inkling on.
You do have lifelines.
I know, I'm just trying to think. I'll phone a friend.
Who would you like to call?
I'm gonna call thing is though, I've helped him with his design work. I'm sure he might have some knowledge with art, so I'm gonna give Cohen a try.
Okay, can we call Cohen, please?
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
Oh my god. typical, isn't it? Right. We're going to try again.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello, Cohen.
Hi there.
Hi, it's Soda Reed from TPH Who Wants to Be Millionaire. Good evening.
Good evening. Sorry, I was trying to get through to my line there.
It's okay, don't worry about it. We have Morgan in the chair and he's stuck on a question and needs your help.
Alrighty.
Right. Fangame, you have... Oh,
I was going to say, do you mind telling me what the answer is for?
it is for £125,000.
Oh my god, mate. That's quite the challenge for poor me.
Right, your time starts now.
Cohen, which renowned artist was arrested under the suspicion of stealing the Mona Lisa in 1911? Picasso, Matisse, Dali, or Monet?
I think it's Picasso.
How sure are you?
I'd say about 85 to 95%. I don't think it's any of the others because I'm pretty sure it couldn't have been any of the French artists.
And you know that for a fact, yeah?
I do, yes. Good luck, mate.
Thank you. Okay. Right, okay. He seems confident that it's Picasso. I'm going to trust him. He went for he said Picasso, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pablo Picasso, final answer. Don't do this to me.
It's unbelievable. That's the right answer. £125,000.
Oh. Cohen, I love you, man. Oh dear.
Here we go. Exciting stuff. Oh, I love saying this next bit. You have 2 lifelines remaining, and your next question is for £250,000. Shall we have a look at it?
Yes, please.
Here we go. Until the 1960s, the artist's pigment, Mummy Brown, was notoriously manufactured using what ingredient? Ground beetles, human corpses, dried blood, volcanic ash.
Mummy Brown. This is going to be interesting, because when you look at that name, Mummy Brown, you'd assume it would be human corpses. But is that human corpses or is that dried blood? Ground beetles. I mean, ash, I wouldn't think it would be possible. Maybe. No. I'm going to play another lifeline. I'll ask the audience.
Hence stuff. Audience, no pressure. Only £125,000 stake on your keypads. Until the 1960s, the artist's pigment mummy brown was notoriously manufactured using what ingredient? A. Ground beetles. B. Human corpses. C. Dried blood. D. Volcanic ash. Those on set, those in VC, vote in VC. Vote now.
Okay. Okay, well that takes out volcanic ash. Ground beetles, yep, taking that away, so it's either corpses or blood. I mean, so far the lifelines have been of great help so far. I'm gonna trust the audience. Human corpses, final answer. Put me out my mystery.
You've won £250,000!
Thank you so much, audience.
Well, I didn't think we'd be getting to this point. Fine Gamer, you're on £250,000. 3 lifelines gone, and the only lifeline is asking the host, which is me. No pressure. Shall we see the question?
Let's have a look. Let's have a look, gander.
Here comes your question for £500,000. In Inuit mythology, the hero Kiviuk is the most commonly depicted as what kind of figure? Eternal wanderer, trickster raven, giant sea monster, vengeful spirit.
To be honest, I have no idea what a Kiviuk is. The only mythology I would have some inkling would be maybe Greek, more so, a little bit of Japanese and Chinese mythology, but the Inuit mythology, I wouldn't have a clue. I'd be ashamed to I'll use a lifeline, ask those, and if you know, great. If not, I'm looking at the orange bar that says $250,000. But before I make my choice, I'm going to ask you. So, Jaden, help me out here, please.
Okay. Here's what I think. What an awful question.
You don't know it.
There's too much writing on this, honestly. Like, nothing really much comes into my head when I think about any of them. Like, I'm just looking at the 4 options on the screen and nothing's coming to my head. And I'm sorry to say, but the predictable words are, I don't know. That's my finance.
That's fine. If you don't know, I don't know. I'm now looking at that orange bar that says £250,000, and that will do me fine. Sign me that check. We'll shake hands and say it's been a phenomenal day out. I'm walking away. Final answer.
I do not play you. You've got £250,000.
That's gonna take me far away from Croatia, Slovenia. It's probably gonna take me maybe along the Silk Road, hopefully.
Right. Before we finish, what would you have gone for?
And honestly, I wouldn't have a clue, to be honest. I would have said giant sea monster, just because Inuit it's like in the it's Greenland. It's surrounded by water and ocean and ice. So I would have said giant sea monster.
Computer, could you reveal the correct answer?
Oh,
It's a time of what?
that is the biggest relief.
Morgan, you have £250,000. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, 5 contestants remain, and once again, they're about to play fastest finger first. No distractions in the audience, please. Here comes the question. Starting in America and working east, put these famous landmarks in order. Stonehenge, Statue of Liberty, Leaning Tower of Pisa, Arc de Triomphe. Okay, let's see the correct order. Statue of Liberty, Stonehenge, Arc de Triomphe, and then the Leaning Tower of Pisa. BADC. Now let's see who got it right the fastest time. 1, 2, 3. CDL on score 23.42, 7.55 seconds.
Oh, it's nice.
Oh, it is very exciting indeed. But we've got to take a break. We'll be back in a few moments. Don't go away. Welcome back to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Now, just before the break, Cohen won the faster finger question. Cohen, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. It's nice to be here.
Very nice indeed. Now, £1 million, what would you do with it if you won it?
The way that I'd probably spend $1 million, I think it would just be saving as much as I can and putting it forward towards my future and to be able to further broaden my media career horizons. I'll probably go over to Germany to work for a well-known TV media company. I think that's the main ambition that I've had.
What TV company is that?
It's a company called Deutsche Welle, which is basically a multi-language company that does news, but it also does like TV shows, and it also has a online social media platform that often gets quite a lot of views.
Let's see if we can fund some money to get you to go to them places, shall we?
I hope so.
You know the rules. Well, I mean, who doesn't, to be fair?
Yeah, true. Who doesn't? It's very obvious.
Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Question number 1 for £100. What kind of pants is usually made from denim? Jennifer's, Jessica's, Josephine's, jeans.
Oh, I was getting a bit worried there for a moment. Just gonna take my time and read for everything. Yeah, I've got a couple of pairs of these myself, so that would be D jeans. Final answer.
And the correct answer, £100.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
40 more to go. Question number 2 for £200. What foodstuff gives the cartoon character Popeye the Sailor his extra strength? Carrots, spinach, veal liver, chicken.
I don't quite know how he's going to get strength from veal liver, but I've seen enough of the cartoons exactly to know what this is about. I'm pretty sure that as a little tidbit, the actress for Olive Oil was also the voice for Betty Boop. Just a little sad fact I know. But anyways, the answer I'm pretty sure is, because I've seen enough of it, is B, spinach. Final answer.
The right answer, £200. Question number 3, £200. Which of these is another term for someone's first language? Mother tongue, stepfather tongue, half-brother tongue, sister-in-law tongue.
Okay, I was a bit worried when I first saw the question, but the options have made it pretty straightforward. I'm pretty sure that's mother tongue. I'm just going to go for everything before I forget. No, all the rest sound pretty silly. And the only term I've really heard associated with the language is mother. So we're going to go A, mother tongue, final answer.
The right answer, £300. Question number 4. In Greek mythology, King Midas was granted the ability to turn everything he touched into what? Gold, silver, sawdust, creme brulee. I probably messed
Creme brulee? Goodness me. I think maybe if King Midas was a cook, then maybe that'd be. But yeah, no. I'm pretty sure I know this because there's a very famous line in the Shirley Bassey song Goldfinger, which goes, "He's the man with the Midas touch," and quite literally, that's fitting considering the villain of the film. So I'm pretty sure that the answer is A, gold. Final answer.
And shut up, mess up. Everything he touches turns to gold. That was cringe. Question number 5 is for £1,000. Right. Here we go. Question number 5 for £1,000. Which vitamin is also known as the sunshine vitamin? Vitamin A, vitamin B12, vitamin C, vitamin D.
Right. Just gonna go through. I'm pretty sure vitamin C is often associated with acidic fruits, so that's lemons. The only vitamin I've already known for like being used for sunshine is vitamin D because of the way that the body produces a vitamin similar to that, and then consequently I've remembered it's always a thing where we always say, oh, we're just gonna go out in the sunshine, get some of that vitamin D. So just trying to make sure I go for everything because I do feel the pressure right now. I'm pretty confident enough to say that the answer is quite literally D, vitamin D. Final answer.
And the right answer, £1,000.
Fan was not lying. It is definitely quite pressurizing when you're in this chair.
It's very different from watching at home compared to when you're actually on the set, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good practice for Bob. It's good practice if you want to go onto the real show. Christ, now.
Right. Question number 6 is for £2,000. A common fraction is usually written with a numerator above the line and what below the line? Nominator, terminator, exterminator, denominator.
Well, I do remember enough of my school math to remember this. It's always the formula for creating fractions is your numerator at the top and the denominator at the bottom. I don't think it's exterminator because, I mean, not unless you're a Dalek, then that's probably going to be how you do your math. Terminator. Well, I can't see Arnold Schwarzenegger saying "I'll be back" to. It's just there's a little funny vision in my head. And then nominator. Well, I mean, that sounds way too Big Brothery. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the only thing I've ever really used for creating fractions is denominator. And I am going to say D, final answer.
As Arnold Schwarzenegger would say, put the cookie down! The denominator is the right answer!
Oh, God!
I probably messed that up so bad, but we're rolling with it.
Goodness me.
Question number 7 is for 4,000 points. Which of these male singing voice lies between bass and tenor? Baritone, contralto, basso profondo, and mezzo soprano.
Well, I can safely rule out B and D because they're more specifically female singing voices. And I'm pretty sure that I've read that there's quite a big debate about what exactly constitutes a contralto. And then I think Celine Dion is a mezzo-soprano because it says that. Just basso profondo. I've never heard of that one before, and the only one I've heard is the baritone. From what I can remember from my music classes back in school, it's always soprano, mezzo-soprano, tenor. Goodness me. C really is throwing me off. What exactly was it? How did it work? Okay. I'm going to make a baritone on this occasion because I'm confident enough to go without a lifeline. A baritone, final answer.
That's out of 4,000 pounds.
Oh, thank God for that.
Question number 8 for 8,000 pounds. Drosophila melanogaster is a species of what animal? Frogs, flies, ferrets, fish.
Right, I got a bit worried when I first saw the scientific name, but now I've kind of worked it out a bit. I've definitely heard of this somewhere before. Drosophila. Melanogaster. Well, because I immediately latched on to that kind of Milano part, and I instantly thought, well, is that Latin perhaps for a melon or another some kind of fruit, which instantly would draw the answer to me basically being flies, because there's the fruit fly. Drosophila. I don't think it's frogs. I don't think it sounds right for frogs. Ferrets, I don't even know what scientific name that is for. Fish. If I'd have heard of this scientific name being for fish, I would have definitely recognised it from anywhere, because I don't think I studied it in my science classes. But yeah, I do feel like on the basis of that kind of Milano melon, because I definitely know the fruit fly, I definitely know of how it's got that particular name, because it's also called the banana fly. If my memory serves me right, that is. But do I play it safe again and use? I think I'm gonna go ahead and save the lifelines for later, depending on if there is a later. I'm gonna back myself, and purely because I've made that connection towards flies and Milano melon, which instantly would kind of make it more towards fruit flies. I'm going to say B, fruit flies, Final answer.
The right answer, £8,000. Well done.
Yeah, I definitely knew it couldn't have been like frogs or any of the other animals, because that didn't really sound particularly like fish. I think must have some kind of scientific name that's not got the term feeler in it.
Good stuff. Question number 9 is for £16,000. Leo Tolstoy's classic novel, War and Peace, is set during what conflict or conflicts? 7 Years' War, Russo-Persian Wars, Napoleonic Wars, Crimean War.
Well, I've heard of this novel, and I definitely know there's been a lot of TV adaptations of this film because it is quite a classic. I'm just going to have to try and break down when these wars happened. Crimean War I've heard of because there's a story in Doctor Who called The War Games, and one of the characters who aids the Doctor and his companions is from the Crimean War. Or, wait. No, I must be getting confused with the another kind of war, because there's too many wars that are used in that particular story, but they mention the Crimean War in a scene where they basically turned a chateau in the First World War zone, and someone says that a communications failure in Crimean War zone. 7 Years' War, I don't think... Naturally, I've got an idea in my head of what the answer is, but what's throwing me off is one of the answers, so I think I'm going to have to go for a lifeline. I am confident in one of those answers, so I think on the basis of that... Yeah, may I please use the 50-50, if that's okay?
Of course you can. Computer, can you take away 2 randomly selected wrong answers, please?
Oh, thank God. Okay. Right. That's made it easier for me now. Just trying to think. When was War and Peace set? Because Napoleonic Wars was the 1810s. Because the Battle of Waterloo was 1815. 7 Years' War... I don't even know if I remember what years they took place. That's not something that my school history classes taught me. But yeah, there's definitely some kind of connection with the Napoleonic Wars in that story. Exactly how, I don't know myself, but I was concerned about the Russo-Persian Wars because that was naturally you'd see the word Russo and you think, but obviously, thank goodness it's not one of the answers still there. I was dreading the 50-50 keeping that, so that's made my job a lot easier, actually. So I'm going to go ahead with my instinct from the very start, and I'm going to say C, Napoleonic Wars, final answer.
Good old guts. It's the right answer. You got £60,000.
Yes.
Question number 10 is for your second safety net of £32,000. If you get it right, you win a mystery lifeline. Here we go. Question number 10.
Here we go.
Due to its high altitude, sparse cloud cover, and little population, the Atacama Desert is considered one of the best places for what? Physical modelling, chemical experiments, astronomical observations, biological research.
Right, so I'm familiar with the Atacama Desert because there's the question that Derek and Delia Banks got on Parent and Child special in Millionaire, and they answered that the Atacama Desert lies in Chile. So, Atacama Desert, quite rocky geographically. I don't think it's physical modelling because, I mean, there's nothing really you can do with, like, modelling out of a desert. Chemical experiments, I've not heard of any kind of chemical sites that the Atacama Desert has been used for specifically. As I was saying, I don't think it's chemical experiments because I don't think the Atacama Desert has been used as a chemical site for anything. Biological research, what even is there in the Atacama Desert to research biologically apart from like rock and that? So that leaves C. I do remember that the Atacama Desert, there's a really quite thin layer of light pollution, and so that makes it perfect for observing the sky at night. I know people have stargazed in there before, so it's definitely something to do with astronomical observations. But yeah, I can definitely strike out A. I can definitely strike out B. Goodness, it's what's throwing me. This is the one. This is the one where you either drop back down to 1,000.
You do have 2 lifelines.
Yeah, but I'm pretty confident enough that I know that there's some sort of phenomena at the Atacama Desert which enables people to stargaze, and I definitely know that it must be significant because it's in Chile, like, that's definitely going to have some kind of effect on the way people can see the sky at night. Because, I mean, there's definite, like, light pollution around the world elsewhere. So on that note, I'm confident enough to go ahead and I'm going to say C, astronomical observations. Final answer.
You've just made it to your safety net. 32,000 pounds.
Yes! Oh my goodness me.
Lovely stuff.
Got that extra lifeline as well.
Now, you've reached £32,000, and that means Mattia will come through on the microphone and reveal the next lifeline. Oh. Oh, 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 oh.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Right. Now, question number 11. It's for £64,000. Widely considered one of the most important female rock climbers in history, Josun Buretsiartu is a native of what autonomous community of Spain? Galicia, Andalusia, Basque Country. I'm probably botching up pronunciations. Catalonia.
Ay. I've not heard of Yosune before. It doesn't sound... Beretziatu does not sound like a Spanish surname at all. So, my instinct is drawing towards Basque Country, but it's not by any means a strong instinct. I don't think it's... I can definitely strike out Andalusia and Catalonia because they're more specifically Spanish-related communities and other parts of... I definitely can strike out Catalonia because obviously there was the big sort of riots for the independence many years ago. I remember hearing about that on the news. I'm not entirely confident myself because I don't, as I say, I've not heard of this person before, so that's definitely made things quite tricky. I am comfortable enough to use a lifeline on this occasion. I'm not going to use the double dip because obviously that restricts you to, and of course I've got a free guess, so I'm only going to really use it on a question that I feel I have a strong instinct towards. In this case, I think, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ask the audience.
Okay, audience. Things on the keypads. Widely considered one of the most important female rock climbers in history, Hosun Baretziartu, probably pronouncing that wrong, is a native of what autonomous community of Spain? A, B, C, or D? You can all vote now. Ooh.
That's interesting, actually.
90% said A, 19% said B, 50% said C, and 12% said D.
I was going to say, did that look much like 90%? I think it'd be quite higher if that had said 90. But okay, so seemingly that's what the audience must be thinking as well. They must be thinking about the surname, and they definitely must agree with my point about the Bereziatu being somewhat Basque. What really threw me was Galicia. I don't know where Galicia is. I definitely know where Andalusia and Catalonia was. Right. Well, the audience has been pretty good. I mean, I definitely remember what they did for Fan, and that gave me quite a. I mean, that was definitely an amazing clutch moment there. I am confident enough to trust the audience on this one, and I am going to say, because I know I've got a free guess, and the audience have really kind of restored my confidence. I am going to say C, Basque Country, final answer.
Well, the audience were very smart.
They were.
They come through again. It's the right answer. You got £64,000.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you, everybody. Oh, that's brilliant. That is
Exciting.
genuinely brilliant. I still got 2 lifelines.
Play come. Right. Your next question is for £125,000. You have to phone a friend.
Good grief. This is really getting into the serious money.
Here we go. Produced in 1905, the Pablo Picasso painting Girl on a Ball depicts how many people in total? 1, 2, 4, 3.
Ooh. Wow, I've no idea. Picasso certainly seems to be a recurring thing tonight. Kind of wish I saved the 50-50 for later, I can't lie. I'm not even confident enough to use the double dip on this one. I definitely do not have any kind of I think on this occasion, I'm going to go ahead and use the phone friend, if that's okay, please. I've no idea at all.
Okay. Who would you like to call?
Right, so it'll have to be... I don't think it's going to be James, because I don't think he'll have enough art knowledge on this. Who have I got? It's certainly not going to be Matt, James. I don't think it's going to be... You know, I'm going to take a bit of a risk. I think he's been traveling to a lot of countries, so he must be particularly quite well read on this, so I'm hoping at least. I am going to call Morgan, if that's okay, please.
Can we get Morgan on the line, please?
Hello?
Hello, Morgan.
Speaking.
Jane and Reed from TPH's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Good evening.
You never.
I know, right? Right, we have Cohen in the chair, and he's stuck on a question, and it's for £125,000.
Right, okay.
Cohen, you have 30 seconds to read that question and the 4 possible answers, leaving Morgan enough time to have a think and come up with an answer if he has one.
All right, then. I'm ready.
Time starts now.
Produced in 1905, Pablo Picasso painting Girl on a Ball depicts how many people in total? 1, 2, 4, or 3?
Now, I remember at the secondary school when we studied art and Picasso. Picasso
10 seconds.
painted this picture, 2 main figures and 2 figures at a distance. So go for 4.
Oh, okay. Oh, goodness me. That was kind of a bit fine. Right. Okay. 4 in total. Well, I can try and picture the painting in my head. There's the one person on the ball, the girl. But trouble is, when I'm still at uni, for one of my projects we had to make a short film based entirely on a painting, and I don't think we had a selection of paintings that were other than this one, so that's why I wasn't so sure. Okay. I definitely trust Morgan. I definitely feel like, with the way that he said that he went to see that painting and the background he gave from like his school days, I'm confident enough to trust him. I'm confident enough to also risk losing 32 because it's not so bad at this stage. I am going to trust my further friend. I'm going to back his judgment on this. I'm going to say C4 in total. Final answer. I'll tell you what, I was not confident on that at all. I definitely was not. For your sake, also, please, don't do this to me. Just don't.
You owe Morgan a hell of a drink. You just won £125,000.
Thank you, Morgan. Oh, bloody hell.
Right.
Still got that double dip. Bloody hell. That's one lifeline to leave at the table.
Mm-hmm. Your next question is for £250,000. With 1 lifeline and your double dip.
And of course it's got to be the one that you can't walk away if you use it. Oh, Christ. Okay. 93k to lose. Oh, God. This is insane. This is insane.
Yep, right. Cohen, your next question is for £250,000. How are you feeling?
I'm completely stunned, if I may say. I never expected to get to this point. Definitely feel like maybe I could have used that 50-50 a little bit better, but the rest of our lifelines definitely have pulled through.
Right. Question number 13 is for £250,000.
And I'm out of here if I don't even know it. I'm out of here. I'm more than happy.
Never say never. Here we go. Which of these is the proper Bayer designation of the star, also known by its proper name, Shara? Beta Cannabis venaticus, Beta Cani venatico, Beta Canes venaticos, Beta Canum venaticorum.
I'm delighted to say I haven't the faintest idea on this, and quite frankly, I don't care. No idea.
I don't blame you. You do
Yeah.
have a lifeline there.
Yeah, I've absolutely no idea on this one. I wouldn't even want to make a guess on that one, to be quite frankly. Double dip is just not going to be worth it at this stage. I'm more than happy. I feel like Martin Skillings, considering that I'm also from his area. Thank you very much. I'm going to say I am very, very happy, and as much as I would love to get to $250,000, no. That question is a stinker and a half. So, I am very pleased to say that I am going to say I am going to be taking that money, running out of here, and that is my final answer.
I don't blame you at all, Cameron.
Like, goodness me, my Latin doesn't even extend to that.
You are leaving here with £125,000. That is absolutely amazing. Now, what would the answer be if you was to go for it?
Right, well, okay, if I had to have played, if I didn't have a double dip there, and if I just basically asked, well, imagine if this was for 200, what would I have said? This is again, complete utter guess. If I had to have played, I probably would have said, I would have random, just completely random B. I wouldn't have had the faintest idea.
See if they said B.
Yeah.
I'll be taking that check out of your hand and replacing it with a check for 32.
Thank God for that.
You have £125,000.
It was between
absolutely amazing stuff. Ah!
Oh God! Thank God for that.
Well, you heard it there, everybody. That was the Collapse Man indeed. What a way to end. You heard that noise, and that's all the time that we've got for tonight. Earlier on, you saw Morgan walk away with a very cool £250,000, and Cohen here has just won £125,000. And that's it, I'm afraid. We'll be back with a brand new series sometime in the not too distant future. Look out to that. And the link for the Production House Discord is in the video description. Thank you all, everyone, for watching. I've been Jaden Reed. Good night.